Hi, welcome back to the video training series on field inspections. My name is Steve Bielk and I am the originator of this series. Today we're going to be taking a look at a field inspection having to do with the exterior of a commercial building. We have to do the measurements on the building, we have to take some pictures, document it, and take care of a simple report that the field inspection company sends us. If you recall from some of the earlier videos that we've done, we use a measuring wheel, which is a large wheel, measuring wheel that we use. There's a counter on it, and this is what we use to do the exterior measurements of our property. But the first order of business that I always try to do with every inspection is I like to take a picture of the front of the building, because that's how I keep track of when I go from one inspection to another. Basically, I take pictures of the front of the building when I do that, and the rest of my pictures follow it, of course. But then when I go to my next inspection, I take a picture of the front of that building, and I have a simple log on my camera, so when I go back and I download it into my computer, I can track the next property to the next property and not get my pictures mixed up. So let me take a picture here. I try to get back take a picture of this building, which is a pretty good size, and then we'll take some pictures of the sides and the rear, and that's all requested right here. So why don't I do that? And when I take pictures, but the other thing I'm doing is I'm looking at the building, because the inspection calls for me to take a look at the exterior of the building, as I mentioned, and note any issues or any items that the insurance company, in this case, might be interested in. They're looking for, how are the landings, the stairs, doors, windows broken, things like that. Pretty obvious stuff, and the report, we'll go over that shortly. What I do is, when I do my dimensions on the building, I just use a yellow pad of paper and I just make up a real simple diagram here. And then I transpose this diagram onto what the company sends me, and I email that all to the company. And we take it from there. So I kind of just eyeball the edge of the building to my wheel. Dimension 50 feet. So, as I mentioned, all I really do is take the yellow pad of paper, make a notation on it that this is the front of the building, dimensions 50 feet, then I proceed down and do the next measurement. So that dimension was 72 feet. We note that again. Come around to the rear of the building, because you don't know if the front and the rear of the buildings or the sides are always the same dimension. So you have to get at least 3 to 4 dimensions on the building and proceed that way. In this case, the dimensions are both 50 feet, so I'll make a notation on the report. Now, as long as we're back here, we'll take a picture of the rear of the building. Note what might to be done. You take a look at it. I have to take some pictures because the back looks like they're doing some renovation on this building. That's probably why the insurance company asked us to come out and take a look at it. And we'll make a notation for them. We'll take a couple pictures back here. We also take a picture of the electrical meters because that's one of the questions on my report that I have to finalize. Okay. Pretty much that's it on the rear of the building. Now, let's talk about the report. In this case, this is a pretty simple report. There's only 7 questions on this little report. Basically, they're asking me is, what's the approximate age of this building? Well, when I took the front picture, I noted that the building was built in 1899. So, obviously, we got an 1899 building. It's a 2-family residence, possibly 3. I'm assuming that they're doing some renovation upstairs, as I said, so I'm going to say it's a 2-family. They want to know what's the construction made out of. This is a brick building. Just check the box that says brick. Is it a 1-2 or it's a 2-story building? What's the roof? Well, if I stand here, I can tell that this has a rubber roof on it because I can see the edge of the roof. So I just make a notation that it's a rubber roof. Doesn't have any chimneys. Yes, it's got 2 right here. And I believe there's another one. They're brick, so we check that box. Does it have a foundation basement? Yes, it has a basement. We note that. Electrical service to the building. We note the size of it. Basically, it's 110 volt. Does it have a garage? No garage. Condition of the building, it's in pretty good shape. They're obviously doing some repairs. So part of this report, I'll make a note down in the remarks saying, looks like property being renovated. Porches in rear will need to be repaired. I documented that with a picture. The other question they're asking before is, where's the fire hydrant? We'll note that. I believe it's up in the front of the building. And the distance to the fire department, well, interesting that there's a firehouse right across the street. So we can put down 200 feet. Occupancy, the building is occupied. I believe the first floor is occupied. So we just put first floor occupied, check that box. And then they want to note what's pretty much the condition of the premises. So when they say that, they're looking for, is there abandoned vehicles? Is there piles of trash, garbage? If so, we need to take pictures of those items. In this case, there isn't any. And that completes this little short report. All right. So I have 2 more pictures to take on the other side of the building, and then I also have to double check my measurement on that side, and that'll complete this inspection. And this is, as I said, this is a short form of a commercial inspection. We should be compensated anywhere between $15 to $20, maybe $25, depending on the field inspection company you work with. I've been here all of, maybe 10 minutes, and I've got 3 or 4 more of these to do in the next hour and a half. I'll get those all completed, and then I'll take that and take those reports in and finish up my reports this afternoon, which is a variety of different types of inspections. And if you continue watching this series, you'll see that we're doing all different types of field inspections. Field inspection business is a growing business. It's a high demand business. There's a couple million inspections demanded every year by insurance companies, by banks, by lenders, and it's a growing business, and that's why I put this video series together. Not only do I have a training guide, which really will walk you through this whole program and how to become a field inspector, the requirements, which are none to speak of, and also it'll talk to you through the videos. We're showing you why we're doing these types of inspections, what kind they are, the complexity of them, how much you make per inspection. So that completes this video.